So, you've hit 70. Congrats. Every year after that starts feeling like a bonus round, right? Time's ticking. And you're probably wondering how many more laps around the sun you've got left. Here's the deal. Your body's already dropping hints. Little signals that can clue you in on whether you're set to keep ruling the roost or if things might start winding down. Some folks in their 70s are still out there crushing it. Sharp, strong, living their best life. While others are hitting the brakes, battling creaky joints or foggy days. What's the difference? It's not just luck. Science says there are 7 key signs that can give you a sneak peek into your future. We're breaking them down here. No fluff, no fairy tales, just real patterns doctors and researchers have clocked in people who make it to the long haul. Stick with me, because by the end, you'll know what to watch for and how to tweak your game plan to stretch out those years. Let's roll. Let's kick this off with something you probably don't overthink. How fast you walk. Turns out, it's not just about getting from the bodega to the subway before the doors slam shut. It's one of the slickest predictors of how long you'll stick around after 70. Forget the high-tech stuff like genetic testing or some overpriced fitness tracker. Science says your walking speed is the real deal. Researchers from places like the University of Pittsburgh and even docs here in New York have clocked it. Folks who keep a brisk, steady pace into their 70s and beyond tend to outlive the ones dragging their feet. Why? It's not just about legs. It's a full body report card. A solid stride means your heart's pumping right, your muscles aren't quitting, and your brain's still calling the shots. Take 2 guys from the block, both 75. Joe's the type you see zipping down Flatbush Avenue, dodging tourists, no hesitation. He's fluid, confident, doesn't need to grab a railing on the stoop. Then there's Frank. Used to be a mover, but now he's shuffling, pausing at every corner, looking shaky. Joe's pace says his engine's still humming. Frank's slowdown might be a heads up. Weak circulation, fading muscle power, maybe even early neurological static. Studies back this up. Slow walkers often face bigger risks down the line, from heart trouble to falls. But here's the kicker, you're not stuck. Walking speed's not some fixed curse. If you've noticed yourself lagging, you can turn it around. Hit the pavement more, maybe loop Prospect Park a few extra times. Toss in some leg exercises. Nothing crazy, just squats or a few steps with weights. Build that strength back. It's not about sprinting like you're late for the L train. It's about keeping steady, staying solid. How fast you cruise to the neighborhood today isn't just convenience. It's a straight-up clue to how many more years you'll be out here owning these streets. So, next time you're stepping out, clock your pace. It's the simplest way to peek at your longevity. No doctor's note required. Next up, let's talk about something you might not think twice about until it's gone. Your grip. That handshake you throw at the guy behind the counter at your go-to deli, it's spilling more tea about your future than you'd guess. Science says grip strength is a legit crystal ball for how long you'll stick around past 70. And it's not just about flexing for the hell of it. Research from spots like Columbia University and even across the pond in the UK has nailed it down. A firm, steady grip in your later years screams vitality. It's a sign your muscles are holding strong, your bloods flow like it should, and your nervous system's still got its act together. Weak grip? That's a heads up that frailty might be creeping in. And it's not just about struggling with a stubborn jar of pickles. Picture this. Robert, 78, from Astoria. Guy's got a handshake that could crush a walnut. Still hauls groceries up 3 flights. No problem. He's been tossing around light dumbbells since the 60s. Keeping it simple. Then there's Walter, same age, over in Long Island City. Lately, he's fumbling with bottle caps. Can't lug a bag of cat litter without a breather. He's brushing off as just getting old. But the data doesn't lie. Declining grip strength often ties to muscle loss, higher odds of falls, even a shorter run. It's not just hands. It's a mirror for your whole body. Lose that strength, and staying independent gets dicey. Good news? You can rebuild it. No gym membership required. Grab a tennis ball and squeeze it while you're binging that Netflix series, or pick up some cheap hand grippers from the dollar store. Even carrying a couple grocery bags a little longer can do the trick. Test it out. Shake someone's hand or grip a doorknob hard. Feeling shaky? Don't sleep on it. Start small, build it back, how tight you can hold on today, whether it's a coffee cup or life itself, might just clue you in on how many more years you've got to keep running the show. So, next time you're out in these New York streets, pay attention to your hands. They're telling you more than you think. All right, let's shift gears to something you probably don't lose sleep over until it starts slipping. Your balance. Turns out, your ability to stand on one leg isn't just a party trick. It's a hardcore predictor of how long you'll keep kicking after 70. Researchers from places like the Mayo Clinic and studies right here in the US have zeroed in on this. If you can lift one foot off the ground and hold it steady for at least 10 seconds in your 70s, you're likely set for a longer, healthier run. Struggle to keep from tipping over? That's a red flag. Could mean falls, injuries, or even a brain that's starting to check out are in your future. Balance isn't just about looking graceful. It's a straight-up measure of your legs, your nerves, and how sharp your mind's still ticking. Imagine two folks from the neighborhood, both 72. Carol's out in Central Park every morning, stretching like it's nothing. Lifts a leg, holds it, no wobble, like she's auditioning for a yoga ad. Then there's Nancy, up in the Bronx, who tries it in her kitchen and nearly eats the counter. She's grabbing the fridge to stay upright, thinking it's no big deal, but it is. Carol's balance as her body's still in sync. Strong muscles, solid coordination. Nancy's stumble might be hinting at weaker legs or nervous system that's starting to glitch. Studies tie poor balance to bigger risks. Think broken hips or early cognitive fade. Here's the good part. You can fix this. You don't need a fancy class. Stand on one leg while brushing your teeth, walk heel to toe down your hallway, or try some chill Tai Chi moves at the community center. Test it now. Lift a foot, count to 10. Shaky? No panic, just practice. Ignore it, though, and you're rolling the dice on a shorter game. Balance keeps you steady on these crazy New York streets, literally and figuratively. How long you stay upright today could tell you how long you'll keep standing tall in the years ahead. So give a shot. Your future self will thank you. Let's talk about something you might take for granted until it's a mess. Your sleep. How you're crashing at night after 70 isn't just about feeling rested. It's a straight-up window into how long you might stick around. Science backs this hard. Studies from places like Johns Hopkins and even local sleep labs in NYC show that folks over 70 who lock in consistent, high-quality shut-eye tend to live longer and stronger. Sleep's not just downtime. It's when your body's fixing itself, boosting your immune system, and flushing out brain junk. Skimp on it, and you're flirting with trouble. Think memory slips, heart issues, or an immune system that's phoning it in. Picture two guys from a block, both mid-70s. Henry's up in Harlem, got his sleep game on lock. 7 hours a night, same bedtime, wakes up ready to hit the streets. Bill's over in Midtown, though, and it's a different story. He's tossing and turning, up every hour, barely stringing 4 good hours together. Henry's cruising, sharp mind, steady energy. Bill? He's foggy, dragging through the day, and his blood pressure's creeping up, all tied to those rough nights. Research says poor sleep can snowball into serious stuff. Inflammation, stress spikes, even a shorter fuse on life expectancy. But you're not doomed if your sleep's off. Small moves can turn around. Ditch the late-night phone scroll, catch the morning sun on the Hudson, skip that heavy slice before bed. Test it tonight. You waking up beat or refreshed? Struggling to stay asleep? Don't shrug it off. Tweak it. Sleep's your body's reset button, and how well you hit it now could decide how many more mornings you'll see in this wild city. Good rest today, more hustle tomorrow. Get on it. Let's dig into something that hits close to home, your appetite. How you're eating after 70 isn't just about filling your belly. It's a straight-up signal of how long you might keep rolling. Science says a healthy appetite paired with solid food choices keeps your engine running. Muscle strong, immune system sharp, energy on point. Studies from places like NYU and nutrition experts across the board show that folks who stay on top of their grub game past 70 tend to stick around longer. But if your appetite's fading or you're leaning on junk, it's not just a meh moment. It could mean your body's waving a warning flag. Take 2 women from the boroughs, both 74. Margaret's in Park Slope, still vibing over her meals, cooking up fresh veggies, lean protein, keeping her weight steady. She's got that glow, fueled by good eats. Susan's out in Staten Island, though, and it's a different scene. She's not hungry like she used to be. Skipping breakfast, picking at processed snacks, dropping pounds she didn't mean to. She thinks it's no big deal, but it's a clue. Her body might not be soaking up nutrients right, leaving her muscles weak, metabolism sluggish, and immune system on the ropes. Research ties a shrinking appetite to stuff like digestion issues, or even early brain fade. Serious business. You can flip this, though. Load up on real food. Think greens, nuts, a solid piece of fish from market. Stay hydrated. Don't ignore that not hungry vibe. It's your body talking. Check yourself. You still stoked for dinner, or has your plate game slipped? How you fuel up today isn't just about taste. It's about how many more years you'll be out here owning these New York streets. Eat smart, live long. All right, let's get real about something that can hit you like a yellow cab in Midtown. Stress. How you handle life's chaos after 70 isn't just about keeping your cool. It's a straight-up clue to how long you'll be around. Science doesn't mess around here. Studies from places like Mount Sinai and big-name journals say chronic stress can tank your health, jacking up risks for heart disease, immune breakdowns, and even speeding up the aging clock. But if you've got the smarts to manage it, you're looking at more years, sharper vibes, and a body that doesn't quit. It's not just mental, it's physical survival. Think of two guys from the hood, both 76. John's in Hell's Kitchen, facing the usual, bills piling up, doc appointments, family drama. He takes it in stride, breathes deep, cracks a joke with his crew at the barbershop. Richard's up in Inwood, same age, but he's a different story. Every little thing's a crisis. Stewing over late trains or noisy neighbors, stuck in a worry loop. John's chill keeps his blood pressure steady, his sleep solid. Richard's stress? It's spiking his numbers, wrecking his rest, draining his spark. Research ties that constant tension to inflammation. Nasty stuff linked to everything from Alzheimer's to heart attacks. You can shift this, though. No need for a therapist on speed dial. Hit the park, breathe slow, laugh at the absurdity of it all. Ask yourself, you brushing off the small stuff or letting it own you? How you deal today. Staying calm, finding fixes, doesn't just save your sanity. It stacks years on your New York hustle. Master stress now. Thrive longer. Get after it. Let's wrap this up with something that's pure New York soul. Your crew. The people you roll with after 70 aren't just there for kicks. They're a legit lifeline to how long you'll stick around. Science backs this loud and clear. Studies from Harvard to local spots like NYU show that folks with tight social ties, whether it's family, old pals, or a chatty neighbor on the stoop, live longer and healthier. Loneliness, though, is a silent killer linked to heart trouble, depression, brain fade, even an early exit. Your squad isn't just emotional baggage. It's a physical boost. Picture two women, both 78. Eleanor's in Williamsburg, living her best life, catching up with friends over coffee, arguing about books at her club, cracking up at her grandkids. She's plugged in, buzzing with connection. Barbara's out in Bay Ridge, though, and it's a different vibe. She's lost touch with her old crowd, barely calls her kids, spends days solo. Eleanor's thriving. Her brain's active. Stress is low. She's got that spark. Barbara's fading. Moods tanking, health slipping, all because she's cut off. Research says it's real. Social bonds drop your cortisol, pump up feel-good chemicals, keep you sharp. Isolation does the opposite, wearing you down fast. You can change this. No need for a packed dance card. Just call that buddy you've been meaning to hit up, join a group at the rec center, shoot the breeze with someone. Check yourself. You still got people, or are you ghosting life? Your crew today isn't just good vibes. It's more years to roam these streets. Stay connected. Live longer. That's the move. So, there you have it. 7 signs straight from the lab. Not some old wives' tale. Check yourself. You striding strong or slowing down. Gripping tight or slipping. Balanced. Sleeping sound. Eating right. Chilling out. Surrounded by your squad. The best part? You can tweak most of this. Start walking. Lift a little. Nap better. Eat smarter. Laugh more. Call someone. You're not locked in. How you play it now can stack years on your clock. And not just years, good ones. Drop a comment with what hit you most. And if you're vibing with this, hit that subscribe button. Catch you next time.